Hello, my lovelies. Sorry I've not been with you all. I've been poorly. Did a post up just to let you all know because I've had so many comments saying, Nick, where are you? Hope you're all right, da, 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 and all that. So thank you so much for everybody who sent me all lovely comments and everyone who hasn't sent any comments. Thank you to everybody who's been standing by waiting for me. Now this video is a bit of a funny video. No, it's not a funny video, but this video is, I just want to quickly let you know how I've been feeling and what's been going on. And this is really to help other people who are also going through what I'm going through, which is long-term COVID, which I've just found out. And something what Sean has bought me to help me through my long-term COVID, which is a luxury present actually, and it's it's not a medical thing, but I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, it seems that I've got long-term COVID, which obviously stems back from when I had COVID back in January, and was obviously poorly with COVID. I wasn't anywhere near as bad as Sean. He was terrible. I actually think I just have mild symptoms. But the symptoms, instead of going away completely, have been with me, but kind of in the background, if you like. So, and I think it's just now taking its toll. I think I've exhausted myself, and it's now kind of coming out in full force, if you like. And some of the symptoms are being lethargic, fatigued, no appetite, low self-esteem, feeling depressed. I've been crying a lot for no reason at all. I'm in pain. My legs are constantly in pain, but we now think I've got sciatica as well, so that's not helping. Aching joints, when I'm always saying, oh, my hands hurt, my wrists hurt, my fingers hurt, all of that. Constant headache. I've got headache every single day. Nauseous, lightheadedness, can't concentrate, fogginess, worn out of breath from just walking up a flight of stairs, which it shouldn't be like that. All these things, dizziness, lightheaded, which I think I've just said, can't concentrate, again, I probably just said that. Sometimes I can't even think of the words I'm trying to say, and you've probably noticed that as well. Like, I go to say something, oh, what's that word again? Whereas, previous, I've never been like that. Comes with, the slip of your tongue, but it takes me a bit of time to think about what I've got to say, which is getting me down. Got to be honest, it is getting me down. So if anyone out there's got long-term COVID, I can relate to everything you're going through, because it does get you down. And I'm trying to pull myself back up again, because I'm not that type of person. I think, as you know me by now, I'm bubbly, I love to talk to people, I'm here, there and everywhere, and at the moment I just haven't got it. It's just strained from me. So I'm trying to pull myself back into it, and I thought, right, come on Nick, just do a video. But I am finding that I'm struggling to stand up for long periods of time. So when I used to stand over in the kitchen and do me little projects, I'm finding that a little bit hard. That's kind of taking its toll as well. So I thought, right, okay, I can do a video sitting down, ain't a problem. A lot of people do them, for whatever reason. I thought, right, we'll do it sitting down. So going on to my COVID situation and feeling poorly as well and whatnot, Sean bought me a new present, which I want to talk to you about. And I think this is, okay, it's a bit of an investment, but it's a good investment, and it'd be good for anybody who is into arts and crafts, painting, drawing, but in a digital format, if you like. Pardon me. So anyway, what he's bought me, as you can probably guess by now, is a new iPad. And this is the iPad Pro. And I was just like, oh, I was so chuffed. like when he bought it for me. Now, I've always used little mini iPad. I do everything on my little mini iPad. I watch TV on it, I watch my YouTube on it, I take photographs, but I also do a lot on my iPhone as well. And my iPhone is the one actually which I'm using now to do my vlogs, and I download onto YouTube via that. And I've not actually done that on my iPad. But now I've got my new one, I'm going to do a lot on this new one. And one of the reasons, because I was researching iPads, and I kept saying to Sean a little while ago, I really want to get a new iPad, because I can do so much on an iPad, with my designs, pin boards, drawing, projects, all on an iPad. Because at the moment I've got notebooks coming out of my ears where I write everything down. And I'm a pen and paper person. I just don't really do electronic stuff, if you like. But, you know, all right, we haven't got to move with the times, but the times is electronical stuff. And I thought, okay then, yeah, let's look into these iPads. So I looked into different types of iPads, different types of programs what come with the iPad, different accessories, and what would suit me. So the one we came up with was the iPad Pro, and this is the biggest one you can get. It's the 12 by 9 iPad, that's the screen, compared to the mini, obviously. So I thought we'll do a little bit of an unboxing, which I've already unboxed, and I'll just show you and do a little demonstration on why I like it, what I like about it, and an accessory what comes with it. So, as I said, I like the idea of this iPad to do designs on it, and it's got a camera on the back. I haven't used it yet. This is the space grey colour. You've got your plug-in and everything down the bottom there. I'll try and point it out for you here, which is here. Now the plug is different to the iPhone. The plug what comes with it is this, and the adapter is this. Now it doesn't fit. Hang on a minute. I haven't even tried it. I want to see if it goes in my little mini iPad. No, it doesn't. So if it doesn't go in the iPad, little mini iPad, it won't go in the iPhone, because the iPad one fits the iPhone as well, the mini one, so it doesn't go in there. So you can't charge up other devices with this one. So that's your plug, what you get with it. So that's the only that I think, again, you know, I'm not an electronic person by any means at all. I'm not a tech person, that's the word. So for me, the downside is it's a completely different charger. You can't charge up your other devices with it, apart from that, you know. So camera on the back, obviously you can use it both ways. Your button to turn it on and off is here at the top, same as the other iPad and iPhone or whatever. And that's the screen, what it comes like. So you can turn it round. Now, the thing I also got to go with it is an iPad cover. I got the iPad cover from Amazon. It's got a plastic back, and it's kind of a leather look. It's not real leather. It's kind of a leather look on the front. Okay, and it clips in. Your space for your camera here up in the corner, and it literally clips in like that. So you've got, if you dropped it, it protects the corners all the way around. And what it doesn't do is cover all the edges up. Now, as you can see on here, this here is like a little magnet and a charger. And what that charges up is an Apple Pencil. And I've got the Apple Pencil for the drawing and the designing. So your Apple Pencil, they're not cheap, again. but then you wouldn't expect it to be if you're buying Apple products. And we'll talk about this in a moment, and I'll talk about the prices as well. But this is what your Apple Pencil looks like. Now this one is the latest version, if you like, and to charge it, you clip it onto here. So it's got a magnet in it, and that's what it does. And you can throw this around, well, you wouldn't, but I'm just telling you that it don't come off. It's really quite sturdy. And at the same time, it being magnetic on here, it charges this up as well, so you don't even need to plug it in. I think the other, because I looked at all the different types of the pencils, and the other one you can get with Apple, you plug it in to charge it, whereas this one just charges with this iPad. I'm presuming then you have to buy this type of iPad to go with this type of pencil. So that's your Apple Pencil. You can also as well, so there's your nib, and you also can replace the nibs when they wear out. Now obviously I don't know what it looks like when it's worn out, because obviously I've only just bought it. So that'd be interesting to see as I go down the road about it, what's the word, wearing out, and then buying new nibs. And actual fact, I'll link the prices as well for the new nibs and everything in the description box. But I can tell you as we're going along what the prices are as well. And the cover, which I've got as well, I'll link that as well. That was off of Amazon. Now, I'm also looking into getting earpods to go with these. And I know the earpods, the Apple ones, are super expensive. So I'm looking at alternative ones, because yes, you can do your investment, you know, into the iPad itself. But then once you start adding all your accessories, you know, you can go on and on and on. You're talking hell of a lot of money. And the earphones, what you get with, you know, your other iPad or your iPhone or whatever, are just your standard ones with the this little adapter, but that does not fit in here. I'm presuming I need to get earphones, connect into this bit, or Wi-Fi AirPods or whatever they're called. Which is a shame, because I can't use these onto that. So I need to look into that business. Now, the app, I'm not going to go all into what iPads do, because I don't know everything about an iPad. But what I do want to show you is the app called Procreate. Now, Procreate is a package which, I'm just going to pull it up, package which you can design and draw. And this is exactly what I've been looking for. So when I recently designed my Bits and Bobs and Bubbles logo, I did that on an app, on a website called Canva. Now, Canva is like a graphics design page, and you can design for free business cards, logos, flyers, posters, anything like that, a bit like a Vistaprint on there. And you can use it as a free one, or you can upgrade to the paid version, which obviously you get more. Alongside that, I use the Canva, the Procreate, and also another website called DaFont, where you can pull in fonts, different styles of fonts into Procreate, into Canva, and into Cricut Design Space as well, if you use a Cricut machine. So if you've got a Cricut machine and you want to use different fonts and you don't want to pay for them, go on, and you haven't heard of DaFont, go on to DaFont. It's DAFONT.com. And again, I'll list everything. So back to the Procreate, and then we'll go on to the other bits and pieces. So the Procreate costs $9.99 to download. And then obviously once you've got it, it's yours. So what I wanted to do was do all my designing and everything on this Procreate. And as I said, I researched it, I've watched YouTube videos on it, and I thought, oh, am I going to be able to do this? I'm always putting myself down. I'm always doubting myself. I'm always thinking, no, I'm never going to be able to do that. I'm never going to be able to do that. And I bet there's a lot of people out there who say exactly the same thing. But let me tell you, I've learned to tell myself, you can do it. You just need to get your mindset at, you can do it. I don't care how old you are, whether you're 100 or you're 10 or you're a child or whatever. Children are like sponges anyway. They absorb information and they just go ahead and do it. But for us mature students, let's say, there is no age limit. And, you know, I've noticed that when I tell people that I do a YouTube channel, sometimes I get a reaction like, really? And I think that's an age thing. And I think, but what does it matter how old you are? My aunt is in her 60s and she has just become a qualified fitness instructor. And she's in her 60s. And I mean, not early 60s, we are talking late 60s. She's a little bit younger than my mum, and my mum's 72. And I believe she could be maybe 66, something like that, 67. And she's a fitness instructor. And she's a bloody good fitness instructor. And she teaches classes for mature people. And she's so good at it. It's brilliant. Anyway, so, you know, you're never too old to do anything. And this is another reason why I was looking into this Procreate, because it's so user friendly. So with your Apple Pencil, you can do drawing, you can do colouring, even if you haven't got a business and you enjoy doing art. This is like a paintbrush. You can use it as a pen and you can use it as a paintbrush. So you haven't got to worry about sitting getting paints and, not that I'm a painter, but all your colours and that. And you can doodle with it and rub it off with your hand and doodle it again. Unless you like the actual painting itself, you know, the equipment, the easel, the canvas, the paint, then obviously that's different. And if you're an artist, a proper artist, then that's different. But if you're someone, especially you can't get up and out and about for whatever reasons, you're not that able-bodied for whatever reasons, and this is a good tool. Now, I know this is quite thin, so going back to the pencil, I know this is quite thin as well. What you can buy are silicone sleeves to go over the top to make it a little bit wider and so you can grip it better. Now, I've ordered one, so I'm just waiting for it to come because I'm not gripping at the moment very hard, and it's slipping through my hands, I need something to grip it. But apart from that, when that comes, that would be fine for me. So I'm, going to start using this again properly as well when I get the sleeve to go over it. So with the Procreate, we'll pull it up. Hold on, guys. And I'm looking at the moment, so if you can see, I know the light's kind of shining, I know it's a bit difficult. If you can see, I'm doing my logos at the minute. I'm playing around with different fonts and different shapes. But you can literally draw, can you see? Like that. And you can rub it off by tapping, or up here, you've got an erase button, you press that, and you can do that. But anyway, I'm going to do another tutorial on the functions on here as well. We can learn together if you've got one of these, or if you've got Procreate or whatever and you're not sure how to do it, we can go through it together. But I'll do it when I've got the camera at a different angle and I can physically point it down here and I'll show you like that. There's lots of stuff, on here, and I'm getting used to working my way around it. And doing my designs on here is just what I want to do. So things like at the moment, I want to create a mood board. I don't know if you've heard of a mood board. I want to create a scrapbook. Loads of bits. Sorry, my voice is going out. Loads of bits and pieces which I can design on here. One of the things I took when I had when I use Canva is I downloaded my logo, which I've uploaded onto my page. The only problem is, which is, it is and it isn't a problem, you can design some beautiful stuff on there. The elements you pull into that design, because I've got loads of different elements, I've got the font, I've got the background, I've got the hexagon shape in there, I've got splashes in there. Each element belongs to someone else. It doesn't belong to me because I didn't design that. So that whole logo is pulled from different elements from different people, which was free, but you can't use it commercially. And for me, if you're just doing it for your own benefit, for your own, and you're not selling anything, then that's fine, you can use that. But if you're selling products and you're using that logo to promote your products, you can't do that. So although I've done the logo, what I'm going to do now is kind of do my own design on this Procreate, on this iPad, similar but not identical to that one, so then that becomes my own. So that's what I'm playing with around at the moment. And the fonts as well, I'm pulling the fonts from the DeFont, which again is not mine, and I'm trying to recreate my own, but kind of getting an idea of the fonts from DeFont and creating my own. So that's what I'm doing at the moment, guys. I'm trying to play around and get my own design to go on my business. My business is expanding, and that is why now I need to kind of implement my own designs, which obviously I've just explained to you. And I never thought it would. I never thought it would carry on. I don't know, I just kept saying to myself like a few years ago, oh no, that's never going to work, that's never going to work. Well, it is. It has worked, and I love it. Anyway, so that's where we are with this iPad. That's where we are with the Procreate. It is a big investment, but I think it's worth it. And you know, especially for people who are housebound, can't get out, you're in for whatever reason, you want to do some doodling, you haven't got pens and paper, but you can order this online. Let's face it, everything is being delivered, everything you can get delivered. Or if you can't do online ordering for whatever reason, you're not a tech person, you wouldn't know how to download anything or whatever, ask for help. You can ask me. I'm happy to help anybody. I will, obviously, if you paid for your products, I can order them for you and I can have them sent to your house. It's not a problem at all. Please don't be afraid to ask me, because I will do that. And anything you need ordering, buzz me. Just, you know, if you're watching YouTube, then you must know how to send me a message. And if you can't, get a friend, get a family, get your neighbour, get someone to message me and I'll do it for you. It's not an issue at all. I'd love to help you. So with us all working together, working as a team, we can all help each other out. And that's what I want to build as well, is a good community for everybody. Whether you're old, whether you're young, whether you're middle-aged, you know, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You know, whatever. So, you know, short video today, but that's what I wanted to tell you, all about what's going on with my COVID business, and just to show you what I'm sitting playing with at the moment, and maybe this is something you might enjoy using. I'll quickly tell you what the prices are, and then obviously I'm going to link it all down below, and I'll link where I think Sean probably bought the from Apple itself. I think you can do installments, so you don't have to buy it outright if you don't want to. There's lots of variations. Lots of companies are doing deals. So like Sky are doing a package deal where you can get the iPad and pay monthly. O2 do it. I'm with O2, so I don't know about the other phone companies, but I'm sure they will do packages as well. You might even be able to link it with your iPhone, Android, other iPads if you've got other devices. If you've got plans with them, you might be able to add that on for an additional price. You can buy it outright. You can probably buy half of it and half later. I don't know. But there's probably lots of options out there for you. But what I don't want you to do is get yourself in debt. Please, 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 if you can't afford it, you know, don't force yourself to try and buy it. It's not worth it. So the actual iPad itself, they're different prices, and I believe they are, and I will tell you as well on here, because I'm not sure what Sean paid for it, and I haven't had a look, but let's have a quick look now. For the iPad, I know that the pencil, because I bought this, this one is £119 from Apple. You can also get your logo, not logo, but your name printed on there for free. And I've actually got bits, bobs and bubbles on there. And they actually print that for free. But if I put in iPad Pro 12-inch 2021, but they do have versions, so do have a look on there. The 2021 version is nearly £1,000. There are other ones. You've got the 2020 version, which, what's that, literally 6 months ago or whatever, for a couple of £100 cheaper. You've got refurbished ones on there for £500. You've got the 11-inch. My one is the 12 by 9 inch. You've got an 11-inch at £849. So you've got different variations, different prices. So do have a look if you're interested in something like this, and check your affordability and have a look at all the different versions you can get. And again, if you haven't got a device or a computer or whatever, and you want me to have a little research for you, I'm happy to do that. Please let me know, and I promise you I'll get the best price for you I can, and I'll let you know. Yeah, so that's where you are with the iPad. Again, that's the iPad Pro 2021, 12.9 inches for roughly £1,000. The pen, this is the latest version. It's got a flat edge here, and the flat edge sits nicely on the side of the iPad, and it charges up on the iPad, 119, so say £120, with your free name you can get added on there. They do that for you. And the way I did this was, in case you're wondering, I went onto the Apple website, typed in to buy the pencil, or pen, whatever you want to call it. It then gives you an option for a free message or name or whatever, and you type in what you want to say, and then they put it on there. You can see what it looks like because they show you a picture of what it'll look like. Click on pay for it, and then it gets delivered. It is a sign-on collection or sign-on delivery, so they're not just going to give it to anybody. Sean physically I had to prove that it was me, because I was laying down on the bed and Sean, the door went, and the bloke said, oh, I need to make sure that it's going to the actual person who's ordered it. So I had to lean over the bed to say, yes, I'm here, so to identify that it was me. And if not, if I couldn't have come out of the bedroom for whatever reason, then Sean had to get some ID to show. So that's a good thing. So the iPad case, I paid $11.99, I think, for the iPad case. That was on Amazon. They come in different colours. You don't have to have this style. You can have whatever style you like. There's many on Amazon. Just type in iPad case, the iPad size you've got, and it'll bring you up variations. So I definitely would say get that. Then the other thing I've ordered, which I'm waiting to come, is an iPad screen protector. The one I'm getting for this is called a paper-like screen protector, and I'll link that as well. That is, so it feels like you put it over the top, obviously it's protects your screen, and when you're using your pencil or your pen, it feels like you're writing on paper rather than writing on glass, because effectively that's what that is, it's glass, and it feels like you're writing, it does feel like you're writing on glass without the scrapey feeling. So apparently this paper-like protector goes on the top and makes it feel like you're writing on paper. So I'm definitely interested in getting that. So I've ordered that. I'm waiting for that to come. So I'll let you know how I get on with that as well. The Apple Pencil comes in a little box, pencil box. You can store it in here if you want, or if you're charging it, obviously you put it on your iPad, or you store it wherever. You can get the other one, the other pencil, which is cheaper, which is all round, and it doesn't charge up on here. As I say, you plug it in, so you might want to get like a case to put it in or whatever, or you just keep it in your pencil box and it just comes in there like that, and you can just keep it like that and get it out when you want to. It then protects it as well, and you don't lose it, obviously. So that's how that comes in there. Your iPad obviously comes in your box like this. Nice sturdy box with some instructions and your charger in there as well. The other thing I've ordered as well is an iPad stand to stand this on. You can buy loads of different accessories. You can, if you want to use this as your main computer, you can buy a keyboard to go with it. I'm not, because I've got a laptop, so I don't need to have a keyboard. But obviously, if you're not going to invest in a laptop and you want to invest in an iPad to use it as a laptop with a keyboard, then you can. You can buy the keyboard Wi-Fi to go with this as well. There's loads of different varieties out there. I'm also going to order the iPad stand I just told you, because I want to put that on a stand. At the moment, I've got this little cushion. It is just a foam cushion. And my little iPad, my mini iPad, just stands on there like that. So when I'm in bed, I prop this up on me, and let's turn it off a minute. I prop this up on my knees and I can watch my Netflix, I can watch YouTube. It's got a little pocket in the side. I've got my little pen in here and hair clip and just a bit of paper there, whatever, probably a note on there. And you know, I put my phone on there as well. If I'm doing Facebook and you don't roll your phone, I just put it on there. It's been on this has been everywhere with me, on the beach, on the plane, when I'm traveling. And the iPad, this one, is a little bit heavy, so be careful, but it does just fit on there. It's about 1 centimetre either side wider than the actual base itself, and obviously it's a bit bigger at the top part, but at the moment I can use this as well on my lap, like so. And yeah, it's comfy, and you can see it's on my knees, and I can type on here, I can do my drawing, and it's not going to fall off. Perfectly all right. This little cushion I got off of eBay actually for $4.99, and it was a couple of years ago, and I bought 4 of them. One for me, one for Mum, one for Lou, and one for my granddaughter Maya. And they're just perfect just to sit like that. So, now my pen's fell out, so let's put that back in here. So I think I've covered the iPad. We've had a chat about my COVID, and I've gone over a couple of other bits and pieces. Once I start getting into this Procreate, I will definitely do a video, because I'm pretty sure that you guys out there will appreciate it, especially if you're thinking of buying something like this for those rainy days. For those rainy days, sitting indoors, doing some doodling. Even if you're making, you know, like people who make cards, people who make, I don't know, business cards or things like that. This is such a good little tool to use to design, you know, anything. As I say, I want to do a mood board. I don't know if anyone's heard of a mood board. A mood board is things like, you know, you might think of, right, I want to get, in the future, I want to buy, one of my favourite cars is a Bentley convertible. So I'm going to have a picture. That's what I'm aiming for, my Bentley convertible. Do you know, things like that. Or you might have a beach in the Caribbean somewhere. So your goal is to go there. So you can add a picture of that on there. So that's your mood board. So you look at it and think, yeah, I'm aiming for that. So you keep going, you know. Or you want to buy a dog, put a picture of a dog on there, you know, things like that. That's your mood board. And my scrapbook, what I want to put together is my things like my colour palettes, what I'm going to use for when I'm doing my upcycling, and you know, I want to paint the front room, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. So my scrapbook's going to be getting different elements, different colours, and plugging it into my scrapbook so I can refer to it. And the nice thing I like about it is I can use the colours I'm looking for, whereas if I get a pen and paper, let's make out I'm drawing, I don't know, a wall. So this is my square wall, and then I've got to find a pencil with the colour I want to go, you know, to colour it in. On here, I don't have to do that because everything is there to my fingertips. It's all there in front of me. So that's what I'm doing with the scrapbook. So I'm going to go through all of this in my videos as we go along. And if you like that sort of thing, do join me. And if you don't, then that's, you know, you might find it a bit boring or it's not for you. That's absolutely fine. Well, that's where we are, kids. I'll let you go now because I think I've talked enough, and now I'm getting a sore throat and I'm a little bit out of breath. So I'll be back soon with another tutorial. But I want to also as well get back into some of my thrift flips, because I've got lots of thrift bits to show you, and I just haven't been able to do them at the moment. But I want to get back into that as well. So even if I pull up a stool and I sit down and do it, so that I haven't got to stand up for long periods of time, just bear with me, just go with the flow. All right, so take care everybody, and I hope to see you all very soon. If you don't see me in the next week, then you know I've had a bit of a downtime and just, yeah, whatever, and needed a bit of a rest. But anyway, we'll get on soon, and I'll take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.